Hello, I'm going to show you how to use protection within a sheet in Excel. Now, if I go to the Review tab, there's a button here called Protect Sheet. Now, what Protect Sheet allows me to do is, if I click onto it now, it's going to effectively make this sheet read only. Now, the reason why it's going to do that is, if I go and show you the options for each one of these cells, so I'll just pick, let's grab over here. If I right click and then go to Format Cells just towards the bottom, there's a tab at the end called Protection. Now, it's a bit of a weird thing to get used to, but these particular cells are all ticked as being locked. Now, that goes for every single cell anywhere in this particular sheet. That is, unless you have gone in and previously changed the tick box. Now, it's this idea of if that tick box is ticked for locked, or that tick box is unticked, is what the Protect Sheet is looking at to decide whether you can edit anything. So for now, I'm just going to leave those as locked. So now if I click onto Review at the top, Protect Sheet, now I'm going to ignore all of this stuff here. I will come back to that and explain in a moment. But if I click OK, when I try and type on anything within my file, can you see it won't let me do anything? And it will give me this message, which is basically saying, can't make those changes because it's locked. Now, if I want to make it so people can edit certain areas, but they can't edit others, I must remove the Protect Sheet because I can't make any changes to the idea of locked and unlocked while the sheet is protected. After that, I drag over the cells that I want people to be able to edit. So I'm going to highlight this area here. I'm going to right click and then select the option for Format Cells. Now the Protection tab is still highlighted because that's what I was in previously, but if when you come to it it's not, just click onto the Protection tab at the end. I'm going to untick the locked box. So what that now means is when I click OK, all of those cells that I highlighted will no longer be locked. So I'm going to click OK there. Now this means nothing until I click Review, Protect Sheet, and then click OK. So you'll notice now if I type in the area that I actually unlocked, can you see it lets me type? But if I try and type anywhere else, I get that warning message come up saying that I can't enter anything in there. Now if I want to make it so this area is editable again, I go to Unprotect Sheet, I must remove that. Then after this, drag over like so, and then right click, Format Cells. I'm going to unlock those cells, so they are now up for grabs to be edited if I protect the sheet. So I'll click OK to this, and then following this, I click Protect Sheet, and then click OK. So all of this area here will be editable, but nowhere else in the file, well, with the exception of this block at the top that I sort of opened up, but everywhere else will be locked down. Now, also, at the moment, if I click Unprotect Sheet, can you see I can just remove it? So a really nice little trick is, when you click Protect Sheet, you have an option there for password to unprotect. So if I specify a password, what this now means is, when someone comes to unprotect that sheet, they click onto here. Can you see it'll ask me for a password? I must supply the correct password, otherwise it will not let me unprotect that sheet. So that is the basics of how protection works when you want to protect a sheet within an Excel file.